Aimee and Mark, thank you so much for being here at this year's Dreamforce. And this is a question for both of you. Knowing how hard it can be to deliver these personalized experiences that customers really enjoy, what would your advice be?
Keep it simple. Keep it centered around what really drives the customer's behavior that you want to drive. Be cool, not creepy. Like, if you're going to ask a question, do something with the answer. And have it be expected, not unexpected.
Those are really good tenets. I think the other piece is just get started. People sometimes, I don't think any organization lacks an idea for how to make their experience more personalized. If you get people in a room, they'll come up with 5 ideas off the bat of what they could do next. But then there's paralysis around bringing the people in the room together to actually get anything done. So I think a lot of it goes back to that. I also, in my book, lay out 5 promises you've got to deliver to the customer when you personalize. And I think the last one is the most important, so I'll hit on that. Delight me, which is about just making my experience a little bit better each time you connect with me, which comes back to testing and learning, shrinking the time it takes for you to implement those insights. So I find most organizations are still taking 12 to 16 weeks to turn around and make a campaign better or make a marketing experience better. And that's just way too long. How do you make it better every single week? Which means re-engineering your processes, measuring things in a much more automated, fast fashion, and equipping the teams with those insights. What have you been seeing lately, Aimee?
I guess I would add to that, the surprise and delight factor, I think, is hard to measure. But it makes a difference. If you find that one reason why they want to come to your store or your retail or interact with you or your employees, that one unique thing is going to bring that back in.
Yes.
So how do you also unlock what that could be? Not just points, because points is kind of interesting. It needs to go beyond points.
And what's that one unique thing for your brand in your category that actually ties to your brand promise, why people choose your brand?
I think I'd also add, how do you engage the entire organization? So if the entire organization understands what makes a customer tick, they're all interacting with the customer at different places. Your finance team might be setting pricing and they might have to understand why a customer does or doesn't come to you. Your operations team is interacting with your customer in a different way. If you engage all of these different people, you have so many different ideas that could come at solving different customer problems. And to your point, how do you operationalize those then to create a unique ecosystem where you could take advantage of that?
I remember when you drew the customer flywheel on your whiteboard when you were launching personalization at Starbucks, and you had everyone in your office and engaging the CEO, the CIO, the various stakeholders around it. And I think that visual connection of, okay, this is the big dream we're building. And yes, it's going to be a hard road and it's going to take dollars and it's going to be a phased approach really helped. It was a hard journey, but that alignment at the front was critical.
Mark, Aimee, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.